So today I'm going to be building some Starship Trooper bugs. I just opened up the box set and I've been cutting these guys out. These guys are so fun to build. There's so much you can do with them. Here's the little chicken walker. Little guy in there. Whoops. Glue's still drying. Let's put that guy back on there. There we go. I've posed this chicken walker in kind of a running pose. I thought that was kind of cool. Like that. There. So anyways, yeah, I'm working on these bugs here, these arachnids from the Starship Troopers miniature war game. And the sprues are pretty easy to break apart. This plastic is really high quality, actually. I can twist these off without too much worry of these not, for these not to break on me. Now, the interesting thing about how these are assembled, which I really like, is the way the abdomen and the thorax kind of go together. So this piece is where the legs attach to. It's got 4 different holes there, you can see, and the legs have these little ball joints that slip right in. Alright, so we got the ball joint legs here. Let's pull these apart. They just snap right in. Oops. Lost my blade. That's alright. Anyways, I'm really excited to put these together and paint them up like xenomorph style arachnids. Might even get some extra xenomorph bits and attach them to these here. But yeah, I'm really digging this. I think it'd be a cool little crossover. Have Aliens and Predator versus the arachnids. I think that'd be pretty fun. It's nothing canon, just something for fun. Alright, so now that I've freed up this sprue, each sprue comes with 2 arachnids. And you got a nice little variety of arms here. We got these little arms. The arms that kind of stretch out a little bit more. These little stabby ones. Then you got some itty bitties. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue inside the area where the legs go. Okay. Then I'm going to kind of slip these legs in here. And you can put them in any order that you want. You can have the stabbier ones poking out in the front or the back. All depends on what kind of pose you want to do. So it's kind of tricky trying to get all the legs in here. I think the best way to do it would probably just be lay it down. Okay, so I'm going to lay these down in here. Alright, doesn't really matter. Then I'm going to attach the top part and click it together. So there we go. We have our little bug legs. And I want to put all this together while the glue is still wet, so that I can pose it in whatever way I want. And the top part fits really snug onto there. So now I can just twist these legs and arms around, kind of do whatever pose I want. And just find something interesting here. So these 2 kind of jut out. So this guy's kind of sidestepping. Looks like he's trying to avoid a blast or something. It's kind of cool. Ooh, looks like I have some extras. Extras are always good. Alright, I'm going to put some glue on the mouth part. There we go. So attach the mouth. we go. It's gonna be a little crooked there, so we're gonna have to kind of bend that into place. And there's 2 holes on either side of the head for the little arms. Okay, so I'm going to pose mine with my little arms up in the air like that. I'm going to kind of pose him, kind of sidestepping. Like he's avoiding a blast or something. There we go. So there we got an arachnid, so I can just let that dry in that kind of crazy pose I got him in. The other arachnid's almost dry already. It's kind of more in a lean forward kind of pose. So pretty cool. Just sitting here building bugs. Hope you guys are having a fun time building whatever you're building right now. And if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, there's a Starship Troopers Facebook page for the miniatures war game. It's got a fairly active group. For a game being as old as it is, it's nice seeing a group that's still pretty active. Which honestly is the key to any miniature war game, is as long as there's still players, it's never really gone. I mean, a lot of people who play 40K are just like, oh, 8th edition or whatever edition came out, I don't want to play that anymore. Oh, because they ruined the game, just like Warhammer Fantasy switched over to Age of Sigmar. There's a lot of people that are pissed off about the new changes. They're like, oh, I'm selling my armies, I'm getting rid of it. As long as you have 2 players in the rule books, you can play whatever edition you want. Like, you've got the rules, you've got the stuff. You can keep playing. You don't have to give up on it. You know? There's a lot of people that still play older editions. I just think that when an edition changes over, the cool thing is if you really like the edition you're playing, now you can get all the rule books for half price because they're going to clearance all that stuff out. So like back when I played 2nd edition Warhammer 40K, after it went to a 3rd and 4th edition, I went out there and bought all the 2nd edition books, which is really cool because now that Shadow War Armageddon's coming out, that's pretty much Necromunda 2.0, which uses nearly identical rules as 2nd edition. And you can see lots of stuff online about people talking about that game and how fun that is. But it was neat kind of comparing the old Necromunda rules to the Shadow War Armageddon rules as all that stuff was coming out. So, you're going to get, in that set, you're not going to get all the rules for every single model and all the other armies. But if you run out there and grab some 2nd edition rule books, you could definitely field some other things if you want to do something a little bit more sophisticated than what comes in the box set. Like if you want Gazkal Thraka to be in your warband, even though he's completely overpowered, just get a 2nd edition book, and his rules are in there. You could just port that over. Miniature war games are meant to be played however you want to play them. So like I said, if you want to have Starship Troopers versus Aliens versus Predator, just do it. Just make up your own rules. Have fun. Who cares? It all depends on your friends and your local gaming group, and whatever you want to do with them. If they're down, go for it. I was talking to a couple of people on AVP Wargamer, my Facebook group, and some of them, they don't even care about the board game. They want to do an RPG style of AVP, which is totally cool. Now you have miniatures for it. You want to do Aliens, you want to do Predator. Protos Games makes some good models. You can get some knockoff models for stuff similar out there. Cross it over, port it over, who cares? And if Mortal Kombat can have Alien and Predator in it, you can have Alien versus anything. Same thing with the comics. They had Batman versus Predator, which was actually a really good comic book series. And then there was also Predator versus everything, including Justice League, which was a dumb comic. But, you know, if you want to play a game with that, why not? Go get some HeroClix. You can even get the Predator HeroClix. That ports over. Alright, I got another arachnid built here. I'm going to put some arms on it. There we go. There we go. Another bug. Another bug built. The swarm is building. God, these models are actually really cool. You know, I think this is going to make me a Starship Troopers fan. Even though I think the design of these bugs isn't as cool as the alien, they're still pretty cool. And it's a bug hunt. There we go. Another one. And as that begins to dry, that'll have a pretty cool pose. Maybe bring that in like that. The neat thing with these guys is you can kind of tripod them up if you don't want them on all fours. This guy, the arms I picked kind of require him to be on all fours. I'll let that dry a little bit more. Let's see how my other guy's doing. There we go. That guy's pretty solid. This guy is pretty solid too. So there you go. Starship Troopers, the miniature game. Building bugs. So, I don't know. Thought I'd record this just for fun. But yeah, there you go. I'm going to stop the video. Have fun painting. Have fun converting. And if you want to see these guys all painted up, check out my Facebook group, AVP Wargamer, and join up. And hopefully I'll post some pictures of these guys all painted up when I get them done. All right, happy building. Talk to you next time.